So the Riad that I stayed in Marrakesh was interesting because on booking.com it's spelled Riad, R-I-A-D, number 16. But when I looked on Google Maps for Riad number 16, I put a marker down but it wasn't the correct location. It was actually, in Google Earth, it's actually Riad. So, searching for R-E-I-D, it is actually showing the location. Riad number 16. So I could have probably found it myself, but it was very, very awkward route. I actually marked it down as this building here, but it wasn't, it was further along. So some people were okay finding it, but I was not. Luckily the taxi driver called the owner. They dropped me off in this area here, and the taxi driver actually called the owner of the Riad, and the owner came on just walking and picked me up. So the trick with this really cheap Riad is to be able to contact the owner when you get there, because there's no reception. It's just like an Airbnb, you have to call the owner when you arrive and they will come really quickly. Luckily the taxi driver called. I had no SIM card working, but it was easy to buy a SIM card. There were actually shops nearby selling SIM cards, so I could have got around that. So this was down this alleyway, and it was kind of convoluted at the end, and there was no sign at all on the door. So good luck anybody trying to find it themselves. It's really, really quite difficult. And you do have quite a few kids and young adults who will help you and guide you to the Riad. They tend to be a little bit menacing, I found, but just give them something like a couple of euros, you might have a couple of people helping. But if it gets more crazy than that, then just refuse to pay larger amounts of money. But to be fair, if they help you find a place in the middle of the night, then it's worth giving them a little bit. So that was the Riad that I stayed. It was really cheap. I got a price of about £10 a night, which was amazing. Then the price is going up a little bit for May, but it's still pretty reasonable. So these are some of the alleyways which are coming from the Riad. So to walk to the main square, there was a route to take, which was a little bit, well, probably shouldn't have gone alone, but I didn't have any problem. And just showing the Sony AX53 low light capability. It's pretty good. And this is where I stayed for 5 nights.